Hey everyone, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. My name is Marlene and I am with A Room to Bloom. So I just did a video a little bit ago, but there was a couple things I was already thinking about deleting it. And as I went to save it, there was not enough space on my device, which was just that added confirmation. So as we are heading into, as I record this, the weekend, um, you might have something that comes up with which you're thinking about, but then you feel that it doesn't really resonate with you. And so you decide to redirect that, if you will, right? It could be try again, lean into new energy. That's one of the fascinating things about using cards is that, you know, I don't always have to use cards. I enjoy them though. I enjoy the creativity. I enjoy the artwork. I enjoy the way that the books are written, although I don't always use them. And certainly I have not read through all of the books, but it's intuitive messages that come through with the cards, right? But there are times when it's just like, no, there's something that isn't resonating. So when you're doing this, like readings, you can simply pick new decks. Think about if you've ever made something in the kitchen and for whatever reason, like whatever you were making just did not work out. If you were baking, maybe you missed a key ingredient, got distracted, thought you added it, but you didn't, right? Um, or, that could be with anything that, whatever you're making for dinner. And you thought, this was going to be great, but then you put it together and you're like, no, this is a definite no, right? And so a lot of times people will just push through and go ahead anyway, but it's okay sometimes to just say no. That's not where I'm at on this journey. So I'm going to use some new ingredients to make something new. You might use some of the same ingredients that you used before, but bring in new ones. And that's the same way, like these decks of cards, I always feel like that's what it feels like to me. Um, it's kind of like different recipes, if you will, when you combined different decks, right? Um, recipes is an interesting word, but different, you create something new or something new is created each time you have a different combination of decks. And then it's not just that, it's what day of the week is it? What time of the day is it? What are the planetary alignments going on? How are you feeling energetically speaking? So there is a lot that is put into it from that standpoint. And so when you tap into a message, it means that your energy was matching something that's in that recipe, if you will, right? There's something in there for you that aligns with you, or you could say like your taste buds, if you will. Okay, so we're going to use a deck here called Relationships Oracle. It's the Sacred Geometry. This is a really new deck for me. So I may use the book. We'll see what comes up. What messages do you have for us today that you'd like to bring forth for the collective? And again, this message will be for you anytime you happen to tap into it. Oh, that did not quite work on that shuffle. Let's just try that again. Okay, so the first card we have here is Friendship. Okay, so it's Friday as I record this. Whether it'll be released on Friday or Saturday, we'll see. It says the energy of friendship supports our intrinsic desire for connection with others based on mutual affection and appreciation. The number is 22. So this could be a time of nurturing your friendships, whether that is a phone call, maybe it's sending a note or a card or a letter, going out to visit someone at their home or asking them to meet you, invite them over, whatever it is. Okay, What else do we have? We have balance. Okay, the frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and our multi-dimensional layers of reality, right? That means being rooted in our human experience. And yet, because we are able to be rooted in our human experience, this is a perfect example with these trees. So all these trees here have deep roots, right? If a storm comes up, it depends on the strength of the wind, right? And how deep those roots are as to what each tree can withstand, right? But if the roots are deep and the higher they grow, the higher they're up, they are gathering information. Each area of the tree here, right? They extend out and it's gathering information, and you can bring that down. And so our body would be more similar to the trunk on the tree here, right? That would be like our body, our root system, and tapping in with the spiritual element. So finding balance between all of that. It supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. So we can be very rooted in our human 3D earthly experience, or we can be what would feel more out of body, where we are very much in the spiritual element. And I have been in both. But then as you move through the journey, you start to learn how to maintain that balance so that you can be in your human experience and also tapping into the multidimensional layers of reality. Okay, what else do we have here? Connection. The frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas, right? So that's so interesting. We are connected to all that is through God, right? We are connected to all that is through God. It's interesting because it almost looks like an eye in there, right? And so it's about finding alignment and resonance in our connections, right? That's like treating others with respect, treating things, with respect, ideas, with respect. We're connected through all of these, in all of these ways. Okay, what else do we have? Tenderness. This is such a pretty card. It says, the energy of tenderness activates our capacity to open our hearts and approach the world and each other with gentleness and care. Right? So this might be an opportunity for you to continue to practice tenderness, right? Think about times when maybe you reacted in a situation versus responded. You could have reacted with anger, with frustration, with all different types of emotions. But when you respond in love and tenderness, there's very, very much a different thing that takes place with the energy. I actually had a video come up on that today, just like a short. Okay, so what else do we have? We have duality. Okay, number 18. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites, right? So that is what duality is. In the human experience, we experience duality, meaning we would not know what light is if we didn't know what dark is. So, some people use the word good or bad, right? You could say black or white. So these are spectrums. And so, just understanding that we have that so that we can move along all opposites, right? we can move along that in this duality. It doesn't have to feel like black and white. There's room for more in that. Okay, actually I shuffled, I didn't mean to, but on the bottom of the deck we have attraction, okay? Number 9, the energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey toward inner balance and harmony. So what are we attracting in? You know, if you've watched any of my videos, any other people's videos on, you know, this kind of stuff, it's like the law of attraction, right? It amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey. So what we give our energy to expands. So if there is something that we would like to attract in, it's interesting. You have these manifestation cards. They're over there though. But you know, manifesting in that which you desire, like becoming magnetic, so that you draw it into you, right? In the perfect timing. Okay, we're going to step into a message here from the Archangels and Gemstone Guardians cards, pardon me. All right. What message do you have here under friendship? Moldavite, are you able to think beyond the ordinary? Is your heart open to love and inner peace? Think beyond the ordinary. That would be like the multiple dimensional layers of reality, right? Awaken your consciousness and decide you want to see things from the greater perspective. Increased self-knowledge naturally allows for healing your heart and the relationship you have with yourself. You have unlimited potential, okay? Archangel Raphael, it says, my consciousness is awake and I am aware. I feel the limitless nature of all life. I believe in unlimited potentials and possibilities. I am creative and prosperous. I fully embrace extraordinary wealth. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. Again, this falls under the friendship card, right? Okay, under balance, we have Cobra Jasper. Interesting, I've never seen this card here. Never had this come up. It says, have you been getting outdoors enough? It is time to reconnect with nature. Get out there and put your hands in the earth. Walk in nature, play with animals, and allow the earth beneath your feet and the sun above your head to nurture and to realign you, which is interesting because it does fall under that balance card. And the angel on the back is Archangel Thuriel. It says, nature nurtures me. Animals and other creatures bring me messages that guide me in my life. My connection with Mother Earth provides vital energy. I am focused and grounded, right? So being encouraged to get outside, get around animals, and pay attention to the animals that cross your paths whenever they do, especially when they're unexpected, right? Ask yourself, what was I just thinking about in that moment? And how is this animal coming into my awareness? What is the message here? And if you're unaware of it, you can ask, like Google, what does this animal represent spiritually? And see what comes up that kind of brings things together for you. Connection, we have Azurite, and it's purple. It says, do you want to improve and trust your intuition? Activate your third eye and exercise your sensory gifts. You receive messages from the divine all the time, right? That's what I said. This falls under this card of connection. We are all connected. These messages are coming in from others, things, ideas, lots of different ways. It is now time to notice the signs, interpret them, and use the higher guidance to create ease in your life. Okay, so this is what that stone looks like. And the angel is Archangel Raziel. I am extremely intuitive. My spirit guides and angels send me messages all the time. I am grateful for divine guidance. My mind is clear and all knowledge is available. I awaken my consciousness. I am calm. I am at peace, right? Excuse me. I didn't have water here. Okay. So we have Larimar. This falls under tenderness. Okay, so do you have an affinity with dolphins? And it's funny, I took my rings off, but I always wear a dolphin ring. And I used to always wear earrings and bracelets and this type of thing. So I've always had an affinity with dolphins. I find that interesting. It says, have you found that you feel so much better after spending time by the seashore? It is time to spend some time by the ocean. Connect with the healing, salty energy and the seawater and its cleansing properties in order to support your health, both physically and mentally. The stone is Larimar. It's the angel's archangel Thuriel. I breathe in life completely. I am in touch with my emotions. It is easy for me to relax into the ebb and flow of life. I am balanced, whole, and complete. Okay, we're just going to take one more card here under the duality. Brown agate. Have you been spending time in nature, and how does your garden grow? Whether you live in a small city, apartment, or an expansive farm, you can always find a way to establish your roots in the earth and nature. Use the negative ions of the mountains, sea, or air for your overall well-being. Okay. And then the angel again is Archangel Thuriel. I am a caretaker of the earth. I spend time in nature. My connection with fairies is strong. I am a good gardener. It is easy to open myself up to allow the light in. I unlock the secrets of my soul, right? Opening your heart, just connecting with all that is, right? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we had green tourmaline, Archangel Raphael. It says, do you believe in unlimited supply in all areas of your life? Are you attracting loyal friends and colleagues? It is time to recognize that there is an unlimited supply, a myriad of opportunities, and unlimited potential available to you. Decide what types of people you want in your life and know that you have the ability to attract them. Archangel Raphael says, I am healthy, whole, and complete. My body naturally regenerates and heals. My actions are heart-centered. I allow love in my life. I easily manifest my ideas. I always attract love, luck, wealth, and success. Which it is interesting because that last reading that I did, the main card I pulled for it was success, okay? And we're going to take some angel number cards here too. Let's see what else comes up here. Hope everyone's having a good day. You know, if you put in the comments like anything like a tree, anything that has to do with nature, that would be awesome. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, 470, we have surrender, release a problem. That falls under the friendship card. And also the color is represented by our crown chakra. Like you're aware of this. Your angels encourage you to surrender a present worry that you have to them. Whether you are confused, feeling out of control, or simply at a loss for solutions, you can energetically release this issue to the divine. Put yourself into a full body stretch, and as you inhale, focus on breathing in support from your angels. As you exhale, focus on releasing control, right? It's definitely a let go and let God. Surrender anything. Just let it go. I just read a great story. Oh, in a book. The book is called God Winks. And I just read a great story in there, and it had something to do that, again, about that, just letting it go. And when you let go, everything just starts to unfold, right? Okay, the next one is 151, make magic. Your desires are in your hands. Your angels say the time is now to create your future. The things you want are not just going to happen on their own. You'll need to create them. The steps you take today have a direct link to what happens to you in the future. Sit in a quiet spot and take 5 deep centering breaths. As you inhale, envision supportive energy flowing into you. And as you exhale, know that what you want wants you. Number 151, again, that is purple. And that falls under make magic. Okay. Okay, then we have 955, romantic relationships. This falls under connection and trusting your intuition. Reconfigure your loving connections. You're being asked to change up your way of doing things in romance. Whether you are single or in a relationship, your angels would like you to take today to reflect and reconfigure how you go about connecting with others. Give yourself a hug right now and feel the love you have within abundantly. I'm sorry, there's a reason I'm laughing. Anyway, okay, I'm going to reread that. Give yourself a hug right now and feel the love you have within abundantly flow. It's not written right. Give yourself a hug right now and feel the love you have within abundantly flow throughout your body and soul. I got distracted. That was funny. But romantic relationships. Okay. All right. What's the next one here? 833, the long game. So this falls under tenderness and Larimar. This is a journey. Your angels are encouraging you to have faith in divine timing. I'm not sure if I held this one up, by the way. Have faith in divine timing. That gets right back to surrender, let go and let God, right? The new balanced habits you've formed are not temporary. They are meant to be implemented for the rest of your journey on this earth plane. Reflect on how your mindset can shift to better accommodate your new routines. Let go of any timeline you may have that is not attached to your better habits you've gained recently. Things will play out as they should. This is a journey, right? It's not a race. The next one is 300, and we have divine connection. The mind, body, and spirit unite, which would be right back to that connection card, right? Your angels acknowledge that you have an intense connection to the divine right now. The unity of your mind, body, and spirit creates a conduit for spirit messages. Sit in meditation with your hands on your third eye chakra, the center of your forehead, and repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I trust my abilities. I trust my abilities. Okay? And so that would go hand in hand with this card, the intuition. Okay, so that is the message for today. I want to say thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Take care.